In this video, I'm going to show you how to make some horizontal and vertical bar charts using StatCrunch. It's Pearson StatCrunch. You should have access to this if you have a MyLabs Math that covers statistical topics, or a MyLab Statistics course through Pearson, or you should be able to buy direct access to this tool from Pearson. Um, let's go ahead and get started. I've taken the liberty of typing in the data from my examples here into the data tables. It's very important so that your graph looks correct that you go into the var1 and var2 columns and rename them. What your column titles are there. Otherwise, it will think that the labels are data points that it's supposed to put on the graph instead of column headings. So it needs to be in the name of that column list there in order to be seen as a heading. So let's go ahead and under graph, go to chart, columns. We want to make a vertical column here. Our output is from column 2. Our input is from column 1 there. We're going to put our data right into the worksheet that we're working in. If we want to put our x-axis label is going to be year, y-axis label is going to be number of female babies born January 1st, and I don't know why I couldn't type that correctly when I typed the label. Give me just a second, because we're going to be doing a horizontal graph. Let's use vertical lines. Compute. Let's fix this. There we go. And it automatically fixed it in the title there. That's excellent. So I don't think that we need to do anything else with that example other than maybe move the chart so that the data is visible, like so, and we can move on to our next example. All right. We're going to make a horizontal bar graph here. So we're going to go into graph, chart, columns, output there, input there. We want horizontal here. And again, our x-axis label is going to be year. And no, this is going the other way. So x-axis is going to be number of male babies born January 1st. This is going to be year. Example 6. And because it's going horizontally, let's have vertical lines to help us read it. And compute. Move the chart from over top of the data. And there it is. We've got our labels there. And there's our data. And we have these thin vertical lines here to help us read everywhere where we have a tick mark. It goes all the way up. Let's go ahead and do another horizontal bar graph for number 7. Graph, chart, columns, and we're going to say our output is number of inches of rainfall. It knows that our output is not in the day column this time. So x-axis label here is going to be number of inches of rainfall, and y-axis label is going to be day. And because this is a horizontal bar graph, I'm going to add vertical lines to it to help us read it. And There it is. It knows to use tenths of an inch for the scale there, because it's going to the nearest hundredth of an inch. So it's using tenths of an inch here, the nearest half of an inch, but it's, there you go. Let's move this down here. And let's look at number 8. And number 8 is going to be different because we're going to make our vertical bar graph, but we're only going to make it using columns 1 and 3, and we're going to try and ignore column 2. So when we make our chart, we want to make a vertical bar graph here. We want our output to be relative frequency and our input to be from the winner. And we want a winner on the x-axis, and we want relative frequency on the y-axis. And because this is a vertical bar graph, let's use some horizontal lines for readability. There's our graph. Move it out of the way of our data. And that's it. That's how easy it is with StatCrunch to make horizontal and vertical bar graphs.